Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and I just want to talk to you about some books. So my daughter and I read several books this weekend and I thought I would do a quick kind of wrap up for you of the books that we did complete. The first one I don't have with me because I finished it on Friday before we headed to my parents' house. So I left it at the other house. I don't have it, but it is the book I spoke to you about on Friday, or spoke to you about on Friday, and that is The Sisters Grimm Tales from the Hood. It is book number 6 in the Sisters Grimm series, and I can't think of the author off the top of my head right now, but I gave it a 3 stars. I enjoyed it. However, there were some issues with it. I didn't particularly like the way the chapters were broken up. I felt like there could actually have been about 2 chapters for every one, which would make it a little bit easier to read for the middle grade audience that it is intended for. I liked the setup, but I think I might have given it that extra half a star and bumped it up to a 4 if I had read the previous 5 books. There were several things in the book that were a little odd that I think would have been explained better if I had been reading the series from the beginning. So there's that. And then here's the other book that I read for me, and that's Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Team Up. This is just a little kind of comic bind up of, I believe, 5 uh, Guardians of the Galaxy comics, and they were really cute and quick. They're as cute as Guardians of the Galaxy comics would be, so they're kind of dark. They meet up with several members of the Avengers. They meet up with the Hulk Smash team. Yeah, there's just a lot of fun stuff that goes on in there. I believe I gave this 4 stars as well. And then we have the books that I read with Elena. We have Olive and the Big Secret by Tor Freeman. This was my favorite, well, tied for first, of the books that we read today. And this is basically about Olive, whose friend tells her a secret, and she then tells somebody else, who tells somebody else, who winds up telling her friend. So if you look at the very back, it says, like, here's Molly, and Molly told Olive, and Olive told Joe, and Joe told Matt. Matt told Lola, and Lola is Molly's best friend, so she went and told Molly. And it's basically just a very cute picture book talking about how you need to keep your friends' secrets and, be respectful of that and keep your word. And we gave that a 4 star. The other 4-star book that we had was Miss Fiona's Stupendous Pumpkin Pies, written by Mark Kimball Melton and art by Karen Hillard Crouch. This book is absolutely adorable. It is definitely an older children's picture book, but we enjoyed reading it, and it is all about Miss Fiona, who may or may not be a witch, but who has a huge pumpkin patch that she grows outside of her ramshackle old house, and every year on Halloween she harvests the pumpkins, and then all day Halloween she bakes pumpkin pies, and then at midnight all of the kids in town come and trick-or-treat at her house, and they have this big party where they all eat pie, and then she sends home pieces of pie to their parents or grandparents who are waiting up for the kids to come home. And it's just very well put together. It's super cute. We liked it. Then we have The Adventures of Max the Minnow by William Boniface and illustrated by Don Sullivan. And it has these rolling eyeballs. So while you are reading the book, all of these characters have rolling eyeballs. We may have given this one a 4 stars as well. I can't quite remember. But it is so cute. Max is a minnow who sees the big fish and he wants to be a big fish, and then he gets himself into a tight situation and winds up having to use his small size, and he realizes that it doesn't matter how big you are, it matters how you conduct yourself, basically. So we had a nice discussion with that book as well. And then we got Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This one is by Sarah E. Baker. And basically it's just a modernized retelling. So Goldilocks like rides in on a skateboard and is wearing shorts and leggings and a t-shirt. You know, here are some of the illustrations. And it was really cute, but it wasn't the best Goldilocks we've ever seen. We gave that, I believe, a 3 stars. We have Marvel, the Mighty Avengers, and this is just These Are the Avengers, which we enjoyed and I think gave it 3 stars. Maybe we already know who all of the Avengers are, but it was really cute to go through and read it with her. She knows how to read the word Avengers, which is fun because she's just starting to learn like letter recognition. So when she picks up on a word, it's so much fun. She now knows her name. Sometimes she can read yes, no, and the, like the small words, cat, dog. She gets those about 50% of the time, but she almost always gets the words princess, Avengers, and coffee. So you can tell whose child she is. We also got Johnny Appleseed. This one is done by Jane Kurtz and illustrated by Mary Haverfield. And I believe this was a 3 or a 4 star. It was pretty well done, and she liked hearing the story. They were talking about apples and things like that the last couple of weeks in pre-K. We got Fancy Nancy and the Delectable Cupcakes by Jane O'Connor. Pictures based on the art of Robin Price Glasser. Now, Robin did the front cover, but the interior was not done by her. And there is a slight difference in the illustrations that's kind of noticeable, but not too bad. It's still very cute. We enjoyed the story and gave it, I believe, a 4 stars. Basically, there's a bake sale, and so Nancy and her mom are making cupcakes, and it's about how you need to be a good listener and pay attention to the people around you. So it's a really cute story, and my daughter picked up on the moral like that. So we enjoyed it. We also got Pete the Cat's Groovy Guide to Life. This is Tips from a Cool Cat for Living an Awesome Life by Kimberly and James Dean. And it's just a book of quotes. And so there's kind of a little something from Pete the Cat and then a quote from somebody famous. This one says, "Life takes courage, be brave." And the quote is from William Wordsworth, "To begin, begin." And then, let's see, "Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be," Abraham Lincoln. And then Pete just says, "Be happy." So we enjoyed going through and seeing the different quotes that they had put up. And there were actually a couple of the people that my daughter recognized their names, mostly like William Wordsworth. I have books of poetry that I've read to her from that are from, Wordsworth and all of that. And then we have Barbie School Days. I gave this one a 3. It's not the best Barbie story I've ever read, but she enjoyed it. And it's basically just Stacy and Kelly are getting up and ready for school, and she gets them to school, and they're just really sweet. And then on the last page, she rushes hurry zoom just in time to go to her own class. So in this one, Barbie is a teacher, and Elena kind of connected with that because mommy is a teacher. So every morning we walk across the street, we go into the school, we put her stuff up, we go get breakfast, we take her back to class, and I have to go to my classroom. So she connected to that, but that's about it. And then the last one we have is a Candyland Level A book. It's Have You Seen King Candy? And Level A is like the step into reading. Level 1, you should be able to read the books yourself. And Elena did all right with it, but it's very repetitive and she got super bored. So where is King Candy? Have you seen King Candy? No, let's go find him. That's the first 2 pages. Have you seen King Candy? No, let's go find him. And then, have you seen King Candy? I have not seen King Candy. That gets repeated 8 or 9 times. Then there was a page missing. So we don't actually know where they found King Candy, but they found King Candy at the end. And then that was it. And so we actually gave this book a 2 star. The biggest thing about it was that it said King Candy, and she wanted to see it because Wreck-It Ralph has King Candy. She wanted to read a Wreck-It Ralph book, and so she picked this out. And I tried to explain to her that this was not the same King Candy, and she was really disappointed. And I was disappointed overall with the storyline, because there's not really a storyline, and just the way it was put together. So we did give that a 2 stars. Now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have given it a 1, but that's fine. 2 stars. There you have it. And those are all of the books that we have read so far this weekend. I'm sure we'll read a few more tomorrow. I am actually working on, I gotta find it. I'm currently working on reading Heartless and on reading Clash of Kings. So you will see those again in my Sunday goals video, I'm sure, because it's 11:30. I'm not finishing Heartless tonight. I'd still have 250 pages to go on that book. And I should probably sleep at some point or watch Supernatural, which is what I'm getting ready to go do. So anyway, that is just a little update and chat about the different things we've read. If you've read any of those books, or if you're interested in hearing more about any of those picture books, let me know down below and I will get you that information. I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.